Hello YouTube and welcome diecast family. As you know, I keep all my diecast in these jammers. Well, not really all my diecast, but all my Hot Wheels and my Matchbox. Pretty much the main lines I keep in these jammers. I have quite a few of them. So I think I have 119 of them, I think. But thought about doing a series calling it Jammer Time and go through them one jammer at a time. If I did one episode a week, it would take 2 years to do them. And if we ran out of these jammers to do, and that's over 2 years, I keep all my auto rolled in these plastic ones. And I have quite a few of them. So I probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got probably 40 of them, so that's almost a whole year of auto rolled. And then I probably could do the same thing with like green light and stuff. I kind of display all my green light, but I don't keep them in cases, although I do have one of these full of green light. But unfortunately, I can't purchase these displays anymore. They were really nice displays. I think with shipping they were like 70 bucks, 75. But really cool. They had a clear protective cover on them. I had seven of them, but unfortunately I can't get them anymore, so I got to figure out another way to display my premiums. But anyways, figure why not kick off the series with my favorite one of my favorite Hot Wheels castings is just a Ford Fiesta or the Ford rally cars. There's a whole bunch of different rally cars. This is an older one with real riders. This is a Ford Focus. And it's a 2004. Awesome graphics on it. And let me know if you guys want me to do just one side of a jammer. I think it would probably take 15 minutes or so. If I did both sides of the jammer, it'd take more like a half an hour. So let me know down in the bottom. We can all vote on it. We'll see which one gets more votes. If more people vote for just one side, a shorter episode, and that would, hell, I could extend just a Hot Wheels Matchbox out for 4 years if we did it one side at a time. And I might release more than one of these a week too. I might release 2 or 3 of them a week. I don't know. Thinking about releasing them on Saturday morning, but very possible I might release more than one a week. But let me know down below what you guys think. I mean, you are the people I make these videos for, so I love to hear your feedback. Really awesome car though. Can't remember what series it came out in. Almost feels like 100%. And this one actually has the treasure hunt logo on it. But I think this came out before that was considered the treasure hunt logo. Back then they just used it as a decal on cars. So this is going to be a 2012 Ford Fiesta. Love the Ford Fiesta. Of course, the best Ford Fiesta release ever. Pretty nice interior too. This is going to be the Chem Block release. R.I.P. the legend Chem Block. Still can't believe that we lost him. Lost but never forgotten. He'll never be forgotten for what he did for motorsports and for rally racing and his gymkhanas and everything else. A unicorn. Such a amazing car. So awesome that Hot Wheels actually did this casting and did it with a 43 block. And pretty close to the true race graphics on it. They even got DC. Of course, Ken Block started DC. That's where he got his money to start buying rally cars and get into racing in the first place. The Hoonigan. Freaking awesome. And the next one's going to be a 2012 Ford Fiesta. But this is a premium variation. Does have real riders on it. And like a satin blue. And we have another variation. Looks like it was a Hot Wheels art car or something. I'm pretty sure there's a white variation of this one. I'm not sure why I don't have it in my case. I'm almost positive there's a white variation of it, which I should definitely have in my case here, and it's not there. We have this racing one. So quite a few 2012 Ford Fiestas. I mean, they just keep going on and on and on. And I do not have every variation of this casting. I think I did try to get every variation, but I think there definitely a few of them I'm missing. We have a white variation, or a white one. We have a Z-Mac. Walmart exclusive. And for some reason, even though this has white tires on it, something about this release I have always liked. It just looks like a rally version of this that was made to race on the ice, I think. Arctic Racer, see? Just really cool. I could really picture this being a real rally car. Pretty much any of these with the rally paint schemes. I don't think they've ever released this with a normal, like, civilian paint scheme. Now this one was one of the ID cars. They don't have them anymore, but they were like a Target exclusive, and you could also get them on Amazon. Pretty cool though. They always had really awesome paint jobs. Almost like a super treasure hunt. And of course these were designed to race on a racetrack, so they all have plastic tires, because plastic tires are faster on a Hot Wheels track. But really cool plastic tires. They were not your regular mainline tires. Definitely glad I have this one. And then the last 2012 Ford Fiesta, it's going to be a burnt orange one. And the Hot Wheels Racing. I think all of them said Ford Fiesta on the front there. Or most of them did. Then we have the 2009 Ford Focus. Really cool green color. For some reason my camera is not doing this green justice. It still looks good on camera, but really looks good in real life. Almost like a metallic. We have a few variations of that. Got this Ford Racing one. This is going to be from the Forza. Forza Racing, the video game. Forza used to come out with like a 5-car or 10-car set every year at Walmart. I don't know if they still do or not. Then we got this burnt orange one. Freaking awesome. And then another one of my favorite Fords is going to be the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth. Absolutely love this casting. Definitely need to pick up more of them. I know they used to release this quite a few times. I know with all the new rally cars that Hot Wheels is coming out with, people are thinking all these new Ford rally cars are new to Hot Wheels, and they're not. Back in the 80s and the 90s, in the 80s and the 90s, Hot Wheels was already making rally cars for but a couple Fords that never came out in the US, but they were rally cars overseas. Ford still came out with, or Hot Wheels still came out with them back in the 80s and 90s. I definitely need to go back and pick up more of them. Then we have a blue color variation of that one. I may have found both of these at the flea market. And I didn't think I was collecting this casting, but I guess I am, so guess I'm gonna have to go back and pick up a few variations of it that I did not. But this is a Mach-E, Ford Mustang Mach-E. Pretty cool casting. I like the way it looks, as far as like being a rally car and shit, but I don't know. Something about the Mach-E, but I only have 2 variations of that. Then we'll flip the jammer around and look at the other side. Just like I said, that's half the jammer in 15 minutes. Of course, I did mumble on for a few minutes about the new series. But definitely make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think about jammer time. So on this side, we're going to be starting out with the Ford Focus RS. This is going to be a blue one with white tires. Crazy paint scheme all over it. Much cooler variation here. More of a racing variation. And the next one's almost like a civilian variation, but kind of like rally graphics or rally inspired graphics. Then this casting, they actually did come out with a civilian variation of it. And like a gray one. It's coming out like kind of black on the video, but it really is like a dark gunmetal gray. We got a really cool green variation. Really like this green color here. I'm sure I got quite a few burgundy Ford Focuses, but they're not in the jammer. I keep all my burgundy cars separate in jammers. I probably have 5, 6, 10 jammers full of burgundy cars. So cool racing stripe and some graphics on the hood there. We have another one of these ones. Different color variation there. Guess I had it in the wrong spot in the jammer, so I just corrected that and switched them. And they got blue tires on this one. Pretty neat. The other one had white tires. I normally really hate that. But with these cheap $1 Hot Wheels, sometimes I don't mind it. Long as it ain't brown tires on a truck. I hate that. That really annoys me. But you know, them brown tires, I freaking hate that. But anyways, Z-Mac variation. Be a variation to this black one here. I had it in the wrong spot, so I switched them around. And we also have a white variation of that one. There's a white, a black, and I might be missing like a Target red or something, who knows. But got 3 variations of that. That's pretty cool. If you can't tell by my videos, I definitely like collecting variations of castings, which should make my jammer time pretty interesting. Over the years of collecting, every time a casting I like come out with a new variation, I would definitely try and pick it up and get it. So I have lots of variations. There's always some that I'm going to be missing. And if I'm missing any variations and you guys know it, let me know down below so I know what to keep an eye out to help me fill in my collection. And then we have a orange variation of that blue one. And then we're going to be going to a new casting here. This is going to be the 2008 Ford Focus. And I kind of like this 2008 Ford Focus. Pretty cool. Of course, we got in the burnt orange here. And then we have a color variation of that here in the yellow. And we have another variation of it here in blue. So, 3 color variations of that one. I think Hot Wheels used to only release 3 color variations. I could be wrong about that. If I am, let me know down below. I might be missing one of each of these, but I almost feel like they used to release 3 color variations and now they release 4. So this is still the 2008 Ford Focus. A lot going on with this paint job. Looks like a wrap on a rally car for sure. And then we do have a color variation of that in black. I like it in black or orange. And then we have this release of it in a satin, like some white wall tires. I love this satin green color with a flat black hood. Really freaking awesome. Love this release of it. And next we got a pretty crazy and wild one. Doesn't say a year, just Ford Focus. The casting is from 2001. And I'm pretty sure this was a Pikes Peak release. Like, they had a whole release, like 5-10 cars that were all Pikes Peak cars. But love the color of it. It's like that flat rust color. And I got 2 variations of it. And back in the early 2000s, they released a Pikes Peak release every year. So I think both of these are. Guire's wax. Really awesome. HKS. Ford on the back. Those are the only 2 variations of that I have. And then down here we have a Ford Falcon. Freaking awesome. Now the Ford Falcon I don't think was ever released in America, but I do think they had it in Australia and possibly Europe, but I know like probably Australia, New Zealand. I think it was a Ford Falcon that Aaron Kaufman redid, but it was from the 60s or 70s. I don't know. Did they sell Ford Falcons here in the 60s and 70s? If you know, comment down below. But I'm not sure if they did or not. Or if it was always like overseas. You got the roll cage in there. Full roll cage, exhaust pipe sticking out the side. This thing's ready to rumble. Then another Forza release, and this is a Ford Falcon race car. And it does have the roll cage and everything, just like the other one. Really cool green color. Xbox. I think this was a chase version. I'm pretty sure when this set came out, it had a chase car. Sometimes they would have chase cars, sometimes they wouldn't. I think this one did. Really cool green color though. And I needed more room to set up my jammer in front of me, so you're over here like where I keep my M2s and stuff. It's actually my just overflow where got a bunch of cars waiting to go into the jammers. whole bunch of jammers are kept down here too deep, so not set up. Still in the die-cast room. Usually have you set up right over there by that display, but today got you over here. Alright, where were we? One more in the jammer, then we have two new ones to add to the jammer. Look at the suspension on that thing. This is an old one here. What is this? Can be a Matchbox, which they also made rally cars back in the day. From like 1993. It's probably around when this came out. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Really freaking awesome car. This one's one of my favorite ones for some reason. I think I have an old beat up one that I had when I was a kid. Of course, I had to get this one brand new in a pack and crack it open. Of course, it is still in the package, but it wasn't brand new. It was obviously 30 years old in the package, but really freaking awesome. Now let's crack open a couple new ones. First up, from race day, we have a Ford Capri GR5. Now, I think this is a first release of this. I'm not sure. Comment down below if you know. Man, I need the R8. Definitely need the AMG. And the Porsche. Man, I need all three of these. But I definitely think this Ford is the best one out of this set. Definitely one I had to have when I seen it came out and was released. Team Ford. Just love the detail on this. Man, I'm just blown away by it. Such a freaking awesome car. And this is a premium, so it probably isn't going to go in this jammer. I might have to put this with, I don't know. I think it's going in the display. I think I'm going to have to put this one in my Hot Wheels display. Instantly one of my favorites. Man. Wow, I just really love that car. Holy crap. I knew I was going to like it, but I wasn't expecting to like it this much. Man, the curves on it, just so happy to add that to the collection. Freaking awesome. And then the last car we have today is going to be this 2008 Ford Focus. And this was like a Walmart 5-car exclusive set. Don't say anywhere on here what it was, but let's look on the back. You got the Nissan Skyline, the Ford Focus, the 88 Honda CR, Scion, Volkswagen. And it's going to be too hard for me to decide what was my second favorite car today. But without a doubt, my favorite car it's going to be the Chem Block Ford Fiesta. So glad that Hot Wheels made that. Even years ago when I found out they came out, it was still extremely hard for me to find. I'm really glad I was able to find it. Especially after his death, people started posting them and they were asking crazy money for it. I can't even remember now, but it was between 75 and 125 bucks, I think. But as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to comment. Make sure to hit that like button. And as always, have an awesome day.